All right, friends, what's up? What's happening? This is Andy coming to you again from here at Andy's World of Bass. Today we're going to make a demo video and see and listen to all three of these Genzler Bass Array cabs. The one on top is the Bass Array BA210-3, which is rated at 500 watts. It has 8 ohm load, and it has the the line array mid-high element, which is crossed over at 800. All of them are crossed over at 800, and that's what I love about them so much, is they're internally crossed over, so they have a wonderful full range sound. The 210 weighs 38 pounds. Then next we have the BA115 slant. Now the thing about these cabs is you can see when I go to the side they're slightly angled back, so it creates a kind of an arcing shape to the stack. Now typically you would probably put the 15 all the way on the bottom and the 410 on top of that. But for this purpose I'm just going to stack them up like this. The 15 is rated at 400 watts, 8 ohms, and it's 35 pounds. And then on the bottom is the BA410-3, and that one has 6 of the 3-inch line array mid-high frequency drivers in it. It's not slanted. It's 1,000 watt power rating, and it's a 4 ohm cabinet. So these two are 8 ohms, and the bottom one is 4 ohms. Now you can't use all three of these particular cabinets with the Magellan 800 because it goes down to 2.67. So, but you could easily push 3 8 ohm cabinets. So you could push 2 15s and a 210, or 3 115s or 3 210s, because those are all 8 ohm cabinets. But because the 410 is a 4 ohm, you wouldn't be able to push this particular stack. Hope that makes sense. Okay, let's plug in and we'll listen to them. All right, here we go. So here is just the BA15-3 slant cab. As you can see, it's not your ordinary average 115 cabinet. It's a full range system, and this particular cab is the only one that actually goes all the way down to 30, so it's got a lot of low end action happening. Alright, for the next section of this video we're going to play through the 210, the BA210-3 slant, and the BA115-3 slant cab. These two cabs, which combined make a 4 ohm load, 8 ohms and 8 ohms. Gotta watch the volume now, because we got, before the previous clip, we were just going through the one cab and it was 8 ohms, so now we have a lot more power. on the whole instrument, all the way up and down the whole neck, at an equal volume. Everything, all the frequencies are right there. Nuance and articulation and dynamic range. It's like everything about the motor, my right hand, just jumps out of these cabs, and that's, you know, that's one of the things that I just absolutely adore about them. You know, out on the gig, I can hear everything that I'm doing all the time, and it's a beautiful thing. All right, now we have the BA15-3 slant and the BA410-3. So this is going to be an 8 ohm load and a 4 ohm load. I switched over on the back of the MG800 to 2.6 ohms, and everything's cool. We can run a 4 ohm and an 8 ohm together. Absolutely huge and fat. I hope it's transferring through the recording in a way that helps you kind of get an idea of that. Of course, it's not going to be anything like what it feels like and sounds like where I'm standing right now. But for sure, it's just really, really big and huge, tight low end. The low end fundamentals are super reinforced with all the speaker surface. And of course, now being all the way down to 2.6 ohms, you have the full the amplifier is on full on 800 watts of power, and you know, this kind of using these two cabinets or these two cabinets on an outdoor gig or a big you know, a big concert venue kind of gig where you need a lot of stage volume. Particularly on the outdoor gigs, I like to have multiple speaker cabinets to create the what I call the bubble, which is, you know, the vicinity of where I'm standing and where I typically move around on the stage. I like to hear myself at the same volume, and I like to be able to be in various different proximity of the amp and have it not kind of sound good in one place but not another. So I like a lot of coverage in that bubble. I like to extend that bubble around, you know, 10, 12 feet, you know, out in front of me and stuff, so I can, out in front of the drum riser, and so I can move around on the stage and really hear myself well everywhere I go. And that's another thing about the Bass Array cabs that they do so well, is they disperse equally and evenly, and the time alignment, the alignment of when the low frequencies and when the high frequencies get everywhere is dead on the money. So it's not like the farther away you go, it starts to sound different, or like the high end is getting there first, you know. Everything is really nice and evenly dispersed, and what a wonderful feeling that is. All right, and now for the last little segment of this video, we're going to hear the BA210-3 slant with the BA410. So 610s, 8 ohms, 4 ohms, 2.6 ohms, switched over on the back of the amp still. All right, friends, so there you have it. There's a little rundown of the Genzler BA series cabinets, the ones that I have here, and the Magellan 800 head. It's a really outstanding, complete system for bass guitar, and one that does an outstanding job. It's just fantastic, and I really love it. I've been able to use it on a lot of gigs. Not the 15 because I just got it the other day, but these two cabs been on many gigs with me, and really had a time to give it the full-on acid test, and that usually, in most cases, entails me beating the snot out of them out on a gig. I play in rock bands and stuff, and I don't really, I know how to operate my equipment and not cause harm to it, but I'm very demanding. And if anybody that's ever seen me, you'll notice that I have a powerful right hand, and I really dig in hard at times. I play in a full dynamic range, and I put sometimes a lot of energy onto the bass. Sometimes I play with brush strokes, just like painting with a feather. Other times I'm really yanking the strings and digging in hard, and I just absolutely need a bulletproof performance from my rig. And I'm really happy to say that Genzler and other companies now are able to make D-class, lightweight, neo-driven speakers and D-class heads that can really deliver and really do the job well. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I was skeptical for a long time, and it took a while to win me over into this technology, this lightweight technology. And I was reluctant because I came up in the 80s in a time when the equipment that I had was burly, and it did a great job. And these days everything's getting lighter and lighter and lighter, and the first 6, 8, 10 years or whatever of the evolution of D-class and the evolution of neodymium speakers, I didn't think that they could deliver. I thought they were overpriced, and I thought that they didn't deliver, so I thought it was a ripoff. But times have changed. The quality and the performance has changed, and it's a really great thing that we can have convenience and performance. We can have all the convenience and all the lightweight, simplicity of the rig, but it also delivers and does the job well. So I encourage you to visit Genzler's website, learn more about Jeff Genzler and what they're doing with this series of cabs and all of the other series of cabs that he has. It's all very killer equipment. And when you're making your next serious amplification choice, think seriously about Genzler. All right, friends, we'll see you next time. Peace.